Hey there guys, IRClevor here, and over the last 2 to 3 weeks I've had the opportunity to meet up with some pretty cool YouTubers and try and get some signatures and some autographs for this book of autographs that I'm trying to fill up. So the first thing I did was went to Coxcon 2016, which was an absolute blast, guys. It was really cool. Coxcon is probably the worst, like the most unfortunately named con there is. I can't think of a more awkwardly named convention than Coxcon. If you don't know what it is, it's for the YouTuber Jesse Cox to meet up with his UK fan base. He's based in America. I guess most of his views are there. Second most amount of views come from the UK. So every year now, for maybe 3 to 4 years, he's been having Coxcon 2016, and it's been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's at Telford in the UK. Last year was around 900 people. This year apparently it's like 1/3 bigger again, around 1,500 people, so over 1/3 bigger. Pretty cool indeed. This is the queue. Let me show you the queue for the Jesse Cox meet and greet. How crazy is that? And there was a queue the next day as well, because it's over the weekend. Loads and loads of people wanted to see Jesse Cox. I braved the queue. Look at this. I got my official weekend pass signed. If it will focus, it's kind of hard to see in the light, but yeah, got the weekend pass signed. This top one here is Jesse Cox. You can see the pen kind of ran out a little bit. The one down here is IRClevor, his accomplice in I don't want to say accomplice in crime, accomplice in video game malarkey. Good old IRClevor. That was pretty cool. This is a picture of me and the girlfriend meeting up with Jesse and Crendor. Pretty cool picture actually, I quite like that one. I gave my phone to like a helper, a staff member, and he took a load of photos. Most of them are pretty blurry, but he managed to capture this one of my girlfriend giving Crendor a fist bump. Pretty cool. But Jesse Cox wasn't the only guy that was there. There was also Total Biscuit and Jenna Bain, his wife. They were pretty cool to meet as well. So I met up with Total Biscuit as well. This is the queue for Total Biscuit, which was even longer than the queue for Jesse Cox. That is crazy. We're kind of near the front of the queue there as well. Mad respect to Total Biscuit for doing that, guys. He was saying no pictures, unfortunately, because he just had chemotherapy. Apparently it was like 7 hours that he did meet and greets for over the weekend, so that's crazy. I got a picture of him though. I managed to get a sneaky picture. Here it is. This is just at the end of the second day. On the second day, apparently they had like a hard cap of 100 people that they could meet up with, and this is him just finishing off and meeting up with the final few. Pretty cool though. So yeah, when I met Total Biscuit, I got him to sign this weekend pass. Like I was saying, I am trying to fill this book up, but I went to Coxcon 2015, so I got both of their signatures in this book last year as well. So I don't want to get it again, only a few pages on. So I got them to Total Biscuit and Jenna to sign at the back of the weekend pass. That's pretty cool. The thing that I'm more happy with though is the Axiom Esports hat that I bought. This is the baseball cap. I bought this ages ago, and this is Total Biscuit's esports team, the StarCraft team that is now shut down. It's closed now. I'm not even sure if they're selling these anymore or if they're sold out and they're still selling them. This is the classic hat that Total Biscuit wears anyway. I managed to get them both to sign it though. Look at that. I'm really happy about that. Unfortunately, I can never wear this again though. You know, I can't wear this again. I put it on my head and it's going to get sweaty. It's going to get greasy, and then I'm going to have to wash it, and then this will wash off. So this is just going to be like a showpiece. Now, I guess we'll put it on the shelf there. Oop. Brilliant. There was also some other YouTubers there as well. I think some of them share the same office space as well, because there was Michael Davis was there from the Warp Zone. I got a picture with him and a signature in the book. I'll show you a photo of that so you can see a nice clear picture. The other signatures there are Alex Fasane Fasan, I always pronounce his name wrong, from the Super Beard Bros. You guys know who he is. He's from the National Decks as well. I actually saw Pokekells there, but I packed away all my book and things like that, so I couldn't get her signature, unfortunately. There's also Gerard, the completionist. You know the guy. He actually sold me a CD, like a music CD that they had. Look at that. It's hard to see actually. He'd signed it, but it's like a black pen with a black background. It's a pretty cool Big Bad Bosses, Power Overwhelming. It's a pretty cool music CD actually. Maybe I should have got him to actually sign the disc itself instead of this, but I'm pretty happy with that. So if you watch Total Biscuit's VODs or his Twitch stream, there was a question and answer a few months ago, maybe 2 months ago, and he was going through the questions, and one of them was like poorly spelt out, poor grammar, and it basically said, wouldn't it be Toblerone if blah blah blah, and that cracked up Total Biscuit like crazy. He was laughing his ass off at wouldn't it be Toblerone, like what? And at the end of him laughing, he said, bring me Toblerones at Coxcon 2016. And he had so many Toblerones. When I went for the meet and greet, only 2 hours in, 2 of his 7 hours or whatever, he had a big stack of Toblerones already. That was pretty cool. And so before the co-optional lounge started, Jenna Bain was there and she was like, let's all have mass together. And the staff came out with bowls and bowls and bowls of all this Toblerone. It was too much for him to eat. Maybe he saved a little bit, but it was far too much to take home as well. And he's not going to eat it in the week or so that he had in the UK. So he basically snapped off all the little bits of Toblerone and gave it out to the crowd. Probably not enough for the crowd, but I managed to get a bit because I was sat on the front row. That was pretty cool. One of the things I actually want to mention about Coxcon was there was a guy there that basically had like a book, and he wanted everyone at Coxcon to write a little comment and write a note for Total Biscuit, because he turns his comments off. Obviously he's got a lot on his plate, there's a lot to deal with, he doesn't manage his social media anymore, so he's not getting any comments at all. That's obviously to cut out the bad comments, but he's missing out on the good comments. So this guy had the idea to get a book. Everyone writes a nice little comment and then he gives it him at the end. And when he gave it him, it was pretty emotional actually. It was pretty cool. Total Biscuit didn't know what to say and is a man of many words actually. And he was kind of silenced and maybe humbled by all of these messages and notes. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I didn't actually get a photo of it, but there was an official photographer there. I unfortunately forgot my camera, which is a stupid thing to do. Obviously, I'm going there to meet YouTubers. I'm going there to take pictures and possibly make a vlog about it. But no, forgot my camera. So yeah, hats off to the guy. There was like an official photographer. Definitely there'll be a link in the description for the rest of the photos from Coxcon, because it was a really good time. This is the picture I'm talking about where the guy hands Total Biscuit the book of good comments. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I had a lot of fun at Coxcon 2016. The other thing I did though, maybe a week before, is I met up with Adam Koralik. He's a pretty cool YouTuber. If you don't know who he is, I think he's sat on around 80,000 subscribers at the moment, which is nothing to be scoffed at. And he specializes in old retro consoles like the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, back the old Xbox and original Xboxes. To be honest, it's all games. I know he loves the Wii U. For sure, he loves the Wii U. So he talks about all of the retro consoles. So if you're into that, check out that guy. I'll post a link to his YouTube page in the description as well, because it's really interesting to watch him talk about these different consoles. But he lives in Chicago and he was over in Europe for a little bit, like a week or so. And he said on his channel, let's have a meetup in Derby. And I think about 20 people turned up. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all it was like midday on a Wednesday. Luckily I work from home, so I can go whenever. But for midday on a Wednesday, about 20 people turning up isn't too bad at all. In Derby of all places, in Retro World. It's a pretty cool shop actually, Retro World. So I managed to get Adam Koralik to sign the book. I'll show you a photograph of that. Here's a picture of me, Adam, and Shenmueso, who lives in Nottingham, I think they found each other by their mutual love of retro consoles and things like that. So they became friends, and Shenmueso offered to show him round that region of the UK and drive him around a little bit. So that's pretty cool. So I got Adam's signature and also Shenmueso's signature. He has a YouTube channel as well, which I will link. It's only a small one, but I thought we'll get his signature in there because it kind of validates Adam's as well. It kind of gives some more validity to Adam's signature, so I thought that was pretty cool. So we were there for maybe 2 to 3 hours just chilling and talking about games and things like that, and people came and left and you know, asked him to sign other things. There was loads of people asking him to sign the Dreamcast, and he was like, are you sure you want me to sign this pristine Dreamcast with my little crappy signature? But yeah, he seemed like a really cool guy. And then so after the meetup, he was like, let's just go and look for some video games. There's a few shops in Derby where you could potentially get a steal, a decent game. We went to a CEX, and I was there with him, and I picked up the Gears of War. This is Gears of War 2. But I was doing it, I was thinking Adam Koralik style. He was there, my mentor. And basically you want the game to be as pristine as possible. You want the manual to be there as well. And let me show you the footage. I didn't get any pictures of Adam looking for games because it was so hot. It was probably one of the hottest days of the month, and we were all sweating like crazy. So I didn't get him like bent over looking for games. That would be a little bit rude. But look at all the amount of Gears of War 2 they had. There was like 30 copies there or something crazy. So I kind of mixed and matched a little bit. They were all the same price. They were all £1. So I was thinking, you know, if they had different prices, like, oh, this copy doesn't have the manual, so it's 80p. This copy doesn't have, there's like a little code you can get as well. It doesn't have that, so this copy is 90p. It wasn't like that. They were all £1. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to mix and match and get the best game I possibly can. So I found the best jewel case. This one is completely, well, as good as it can get for an old game like this. It's really good condition. Opened it up and I looked through the games, I looked through the things and tried to find the manual that was in the best condition as well. This is like a proper pristine looking manual. This rip is like part of the artwork actually, so it's not actually ripped, it's part of the artwork. Bear in mind I'm having Adam Koralik mind state, and then this kind of voucher as well. I don't know what this is for. It's like for a map, like a map pack or something like that, and there's like a scratch away code there. So I managed to find one of these cases that had one of these in it that was pristine, and I was like, thank you very much, I'm having that one. And then when I took it to the counter, the guy just came out, he went and got the CD. Obviously they don't keep the CDs in the cases just in case you go and you just nick it. So if you were going to steal it, all you'd steal is the jewel case, which, what's the point in that? So they keep all the CDs at the back, and I looked at the back of it and it was kind of scratched, and I was like, I know that guy's got 30 copies of the game back there, and I was like, can you just swap it for another one? Can you bring out, say, 5 copies of the game and I'll choose the best one? Which is exactly what he did. He came and he got 5 copies of the game, and I was looking through. So I got the best looking disc as well, the one with no scratches on whatsoever. So I'm pretty pleased with this. It's Gears of War 2. I don't really care about the game, but for £1, as pristine as possible, I'm sure I made Adam proud there. That was pretty cool. So that about wraps it up, guys. I've filled in a few more pages in my book of autographs, along with a few signatures on various pretty cool things. I'm definitely pleased about this Axiom Esports hat I've got signed by Turtle Biscuit and Jenna. That's really cool. I do apologise for this mess behind me, by the way, but I'm going on holiday tomorrow, so I'm very frantically packing. For my regular subscribers, do not worry about me going on holiday. I've lined up some really cool content for you guys to watch over the next 2 weeks. The only difference is I probably won't reply to your comments as quickly as I normally do. That's going to be it. So leave a like if you've enjoyed this video. I've definitely enjoyed talking about it and reminiscing over the last 2 weeks. It's been pretty cool. If you're new to the channel, feel free to check out my channel and check out the other videos, or you could just subscribe right now. Save yourself the time. Is it down here? Yeah, subscribe right now, guys, if you want to, of course. I'm definitely going to go back to Coxcon next year as well, though. It's been a real blast. So I will see you guys on the channel somewhere else. If you're looking forward to Settlers Saturday, let me know. It's going to be a mystery video as well. Nobody knows what campaign we're going to be playing at this weekend on Settlers Saturday. You'll have to tune in to find out, and I will see you guys in another video for sure.